What the? Bro! Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see. Trying to figure out, do they? Sorry guys. All right. Let's see. All right. I think we're good. Sorry, it's just the. All right, so, man, let's see. So if you look on the 15-minute chart, right, we got this low right here that's actually pretty interesting. Draw the line, 15-minute chart. That low. All right, and then let's see if we could take that low out and then potentially get a move back up. Let's see. There's that low on the 1-minute chart. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see this low get taken out. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. CPU underclocking detected. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My CPU underclocking detected. Uh-oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's see if we could break this low. I mean, we got... are these lows? Let me see. Let me switch back to the 15-minute chart. We got these... We got... Yeah, that's pretty much the same low. A little bit lower, but it'll take this low out too. If it takes this low out, it'll take this one out too. And then... if we can't... obviously, if we can't sweep it and then start showing signs of strength from this low, if he keeps dumping, then the next area of interest kind of is this low right here. See what happens. The good thing about this low right here... is that we're pretty much at VWAP and a pivot at that low right there. So let's see. Thank you for the likes. Thank you very much. Woo! Let's get this. We got it. All right, there's the low. Let's see what happens here. Now, are we going to keep dumping? Or are we actually going to show signs of strength? We're at VWAP pretty much. We just kind of broke VWAP for a little bit. All right, let's see. We got to wait for another 1 minute candle to form. So far, so good. Buyers are starting to step in, as you can see, from that low. Let's see how this candle closes. Do we have news today? That's one thing I always freaking forget, is to check the freaking news. And then I end up being in a trade, and then I'm wondering why it's going so volatile. All right, Tuesday. What's today? Today's Tuesday. We had CPI at 8:30. That's pretty much the only thing. No, so we don't have any news. We had news at 8:30, but no major news at 10 or... all right, well... we're not getting any signs of... so far... no... so far, no entries. Patience, patience. I don't want to... the thing I don't want to do is I don't want to get into a stupid trade. Right? I'm going to end up taking a stupid trade, losing money, and then a good trade's going to pop up. And so right here, as you can see, that low, we're getting signs of strength, but there's no really entry for me. I mean, there's not really any gaps that I go off of kind of to get inverse. So let's see. We can't. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Woo! Come on. Come on, NASDAQ. We're getting a strong move up, but dang, I don't... if you look at the 15-minute chart, that low was a good reaction off that low. Look at this. Look at that. Exactly that low that I drew in. Tapped into it. Look at that strong reaction out of it. Perfectly strong. Except the only issue is I don't really have any entries. It's not giving me any. We're tapping into the 200. This is the 200 EMA right there. We're tapping into it. Obviously, that's going to be a huge sign of resistance for it. So let's see if we can possibly go lower, or I need some kind of like structure to get formed for me to get an entry. This is not anything to kind of go off of. Come on. Come on, NASDAQ. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Oh, don't go without me. That's what I hate, what happens when the market leaves without me. Let me join. Let me join in. Come on. Don't do this to me. Join. I mean, the least thing you could do is like pull back and let me hop in. I think it's gonna chop around for a little bit before. I mean, it's 9:45 right now. We just had another 15-minute candle open. It's gonna chop around for a little bit, I think, before we get any sign. At least 15 minutes of like, watch. It's gonna sit here, chop around, and then finally make the move. Or not. Man, like, exactly what I wanted to see, but freaking A, no entry. Come on, NASDAQ. Why you do this to me? Nice. Yep, go ahead, leave without me. I don't like this toxic relationship I'm in. The market's is being very uncooperative. Thank you for the follow. Staying alive. Come on, let's go. How do I get some music to play? How do I do this stuff? I don't even know. Hold on. What is this? Sound effects. Nah, boy. Alright, come on, man. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Oh, now you decide to go. Come on, now you decide to come back. You couldn't keep it going, huh? You just couldn't do it. Holy. This is what I said. What I noticed a lot of times, instead of taking out the high, look at it, it likes to tap into the body highs of candles. For a lot of times I've noticed that. That's why a lot of times you'll see me have stops at the body high of the candle. Look at this, look at this. Tapped right into that body high and then dumped. I don't know why it makes no sense to me. Instead of taking it out, it just like taps into it. I've seen this time and time again. And that's why when you see me have like take profits, like if I was to have a take profit, instead of having it at the high, a lot of times I have it at the body high of the candles. And so many times what's happened is because I had it at the body high, my TP got hit and it dumped right away. Like, and I'm like, dude, if I wouldn't have had my TP there, I would have got stopped out. All right. Well, so if it can't hold this, let's see. It's already tried. I mean, it's not. They can't do it. So we got. Let me see. This low. I mean, after this, see, it's already tried to sweep it. It's already tried to go up. Now, if bulls can't hold it and we start dumping down, let me mark this area out too. This is kind of the next area of interest. I mean, this right here, which aligns with that 200, which would be nice. Let's see. But the 200's different. I don't know why that is. I guess it's the way it's calculated. Because on the 15-minute chart, it's different than the 1-minute chart. I don't know why it's like that, but... Thank you so much for the likes. I'm trying to stay alive. All right, pushing down. Let's keep it going down then. Hey, you want to go down? Go down. My goal is to join the party. I don't want to come, you know, I don't want to come early and I don't want to come late. I want to come like right in the middle. So that's why I try to have it show signs of strength, right? See it inverse a gap for it to confirm that it's going toward a high. And then I can take an entry off that. So far, there's nothing really to trade here. At this point, I'd just be guessing. Like, if I was to buy right here, I mean, I don't know. It could go up. Could go back down. Really no signs of this is just chop right now. Until it figures out what it's going to do. Right now, we're going back for the highs. Now we're chopping back down to the lows. Like, just break already. What? We're coming up on that area where 10 o'clock area. Usually, we're pretty bullish around 10 o'clock. Unless what it wants to do is come back down, take out these lows again, and then start moving back up. That's always a possibility too. I've seen that happen. Where the people who got long right now, who are thinking it's going to go up, it comes back down, takes out the low, stops everyone out, and then continues going back up. So, if it wants to come back down, take out these lows, be my guest. Right now, we're kind of, no, you can't really see it, but on my other chart, we're literally chopping at VWAP. Right here is VWAP. So, we are literally chopping at VWAP. VWAP chop. Brought to you by the NASDAQ. It's kind of like, I mean, it's almost like a, this is almost like a, it's almost like a bear flag. Kind of. Boom. See what happens. I don't trade bear flags and bull flags, but this kind of thing is going on. This kind of thing. Which, hey, I mean, either we break to the upside or we break to the downside. I don't trade bear flags and bull flags, so I wouldn't. But kind of interesting to see. Or we fake out right now. Kind of, a lot of times what it likes to do too is come down, fake out, and then rip up. Oh, I hope we don't chop for a long time. Come on, man. Are they waiting for... There's no news. Usually when it chops around like this, there's news coming up. Come on, NASDAQ. All right, we're breaking to the downside. At least keep going, don't stop. And we got a lot of room. If it breaks this low, I mean, we got a lot of room to the lows right there. That's not pre-market lows, is it? I hope that's not. Where's pre? Actually, I didn't mark out. So I have two sets of accounts that I typically trade. Similar strategy, but on my other sets of funded accounts, what I like to look for is I only trade... Oh, damn. Pre-market lows are way down there. Dang. Pre-market lows are at 23,000. Look at that. That's pre-market lows right here. Wait. No, it's not. Where's... Alright, right here. So this low right here is pre-market lows. Right there. I guess I'll mark it out. Man. And that's that data candle too. I mean, there's a good chance. Shoot, come on, man. Don't do this. There's a good chance that these data lows... Is that data low? No, it's not. That's 10 o'clock. Where's data candle? I didn't really do much. That's crazy. I mean, it did, but... Alright. That's 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock. And then that's pre-market. So what I was saying is, a lot of times, like a kind of a higher probability, higher setup that I like to take is like these pre-market lows right here. On my funded accounts, I like to see pre-market lows get taken out and then get a move up. On my other accounts, I like to scalp these kind of like sweeps on the 15-minute chart. So it comes down. It's not pre-market low, but it sweeps it, shows signs of strength, quick scalp. But on my funded, I only look for pre-market lows and pre-market highs to get swept for. And it doesn't happen often. It probably happens like once a week. So that's why I have these accounts to scalp off of. So I'm not waiting, you know. It gets really boring waiting and not trading. Ooh. It gets really boring waiting and not trading. Alright. Alright, I got these levels marked out, so we'll see. Bro, they have the 1 second chart. Who in their right mind trades a 1 second chart? Look at this. Look, you can't even load my... Oh, crap. It's too much data. My computer's starting to freeze. Oh! Whoa, what's going on? What the... Look at this. Who... Oh, crap. What's it doing? Bruh. Who trades the 1 second chart? This is insane. Look at this. Holy. This is giving me PTSD. What the heck? This is starting to like... This is insane. I'm getting anxiety just looking at this crap. All right, back to the 1 minute. Dang. Oh my gosh. Bear flag, just do something. There you go. All right. Let's go. Come on. Ugh. Oh my gosh. All right. It's very indecisive. Looks like we want to take out, keep dropping. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the likes. Me likey. Me likey the like. It's the hardest part of trading is sitting there and waiting for that good setup. I think that's a lot of reason. Thank you for the follow. I think that's a lot of reason why so many and this is where I found myself, and this is also why I have, right, my funded accounts, and I also have these other accounts that I'm trading, kind of scalping off of. Similar strategy like I was saying before, but what ends up happening is a lot of people, it's not that the strategy doesn't work. What doesn't work is when you have a strategy, and this is what I was doing, taking stupid trades, right? So taking your strategy and then being impatient and taking other trades that aren't even based on your strategy. And what ends up happening is you take your strategy, you make money, and then the other trades, you lose money because they were dumb trades. And then when when you have good trades, you're making back your losing trades. And you're kind of in this weird spot of you can't make money because you're always making back dumb trades, losing trades. Instead of just being super patient and waiting for that, there are certain trades where it's perfect. Everything seems so good. And you take those trades, you make your money. They're high probability trades. And sometimes, hey, even the perfect trade, you lose money. Did you sell? No, I didn't take any trade yet. There's no setup. I'm still waiting for something. Let's see what happens here. I have these levels marked out as areas of interest. I was looking at this sweep right here, never got any kind of entry for a scalp. So still, we're dropping now, but I kind of enter off of gaps, right? When gaps get inversed, there's a sweep and a gap get inversed. That's what I enter off of. As you can see, there was no gaps, no nothing, no. And right now, we're below view op, so we're bearish right now, obviously, but we're below the 200, we're below the view op, so we're pretty bearish. Even if I was to take a long, even if a setup, for example, right? If there was a setup right here, this low gets swept, starts moving back up, still kind of stupid to take an entry because view op is literally above this candle right here is the view op. So view op is sitting right here. So if you're taking a long right into view op, it's kind of dumb. I mean, you're asking to get burned. And I've done that before, speaking from experience. Everything looked so good. The only thing was view op was right there. And I'm like, it's going to push through view op. As soon as I get long, it taps view op and then dumps right back down. So, and that's why, people use view op, people use the 200, the pivot points, all these indicators. The indicators are not meant to be traded off of. They're meant to be kind of guidance. If you're taking a long and view op's right there, maybe it's not a good idea to take a long. If you're taking a long and view op is right below you and you're taking a long off of view op, it gives you this more extra level of confidence. But people try to use indicators as entries, and that never works. I've literally tried everything. It's hindsight trading. When you look back at view op and you're like, oh, it bounced right there. It bounced right there. Why can't I just do that? And then you end up trying to catch the bounce and it never bounces. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's hindsight trading. So we're sweeping this low. There's not really any gaps that got formed. See what is the Let's see. What does the hourly chart look like? Just curious. All right, hourly chart. I mean, we took out these highs. We're kind of dipping down. So my levels are pretty goodly marked out. Are pretty good. So, what is this? Let me delete this. Looking. Oh, that's from yesterday. And the thing about this level right here, pre-market, if we sweep it too, not really any gap. There's a tiny gap, but so as you see, we're dropping right now. If we drop, you know, I really want this level or this level. If it hits this pre-market level, I'm switching to my funded accounts. If it just hits this level, I'm staying on these accounts. So, all right, it's being stupid. Let's see what's going on the 1 minute. And this is like, it's how the market moves: liquidity and gaps. Literally like clockwork. It's just hard to understand, you know, to time it perfectly. You have to be patient. You have to, and it's not just like, it's not necessarily like people say algorithm or whatever. It's just how it works. It's supply and demand. Like if the market starts pushing up, right, as it gets up to a high, what do you have? You have a lot of people taking profits. You have a lot of people selling. So when you have more selling pressure than buying pressure, it'll start moving back down. Why are we starting to move up right here? Right? We took out this low. A lot of people, right, either got stopped out. A lot of people are, so when you get stopped out, you're buying it back. So a lot of people are buying right here. So there's more buying pressure than selling pressure. So what ends up happening, rips right back up. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like common sense. Supply and demand. Again, we took out this low. I don't really have, that's the only issue. I don't really have a freaking something to enter off of. I need to see a gap get inversed. That's like my entry point. We're above VWAP now. Just pushed up above VWAP. We're tapping into the 200. So this is the 200. Let me see if I can get VWAP. I don't know why NinjaTrader. I haven't checked in a while because I never needed it for NinjaTrader. I have it on my other chart. Let me see if they have VWAP. Available. LMNOP, QRS, TUV. How do you not have a VWAP indicator? It's literally the most popular indicator of all time, and they don't have it. They have all these BS indicators that nobody uses. Bruh. Like, what is this? Volma. Who in their right mind trades a Volma indicator? A Volma. What does that even do? William R indicator. What, like, every indicator known to man except the most popular indicator out there. Look at this. Wiseman alligator indicator. What? Bro. Get this crap off here. Woody's pivots. What is this? Oh my gosh. NinjaTrader for the win. The Volma indicator. Get yours today. Bruh. Bruh. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is just literally chop fest. Bro. We're literally in the middle of... We're in the middle of the 200. We got view up right here. And then we have a pivot point. Literally, pretty much where that line is. Actually, exactly where that line is. A pivot point. And it's just bouncing around all of these, like, areas. We're at 10 o'clock. Remember I said 10 o'clock. We usually get some kind of bullishness. Look at that. Like clockwork. 10 o'clock came. Swept the low. Moved back up. Couldn't get long. Now what is it gonna do? What is this? Oh, what did I just do? Come on, NASDAQ. Hey, if it can't give me a long, let's go for a short. Or these highs. Oh, brother. I wish I could just get long and make money. I wish. Uh-oh. What is going on? Why is the bar not going away? Go. Leave. Bye. Bruh. What the? What the? Bro, what the hell is it doing? What? Just out of nowhere, like just pops up and stays here. Bro. Alright. I'm not gonna get distracted. No distraction. Whatever. Alright. Let's see what it's gonna do. Man! And this is the frustrating part. When you know something is potentially going to happen and you don't get an entry for the move. If only there was some kind of gap here that I could take a trade off of and catch this whole move. Now what is it going to do? Take out these highs and then go back down? Oh boy. You know what they say, never short pre-market, never short. Is there a gap? There's a gap there. Never short all-time highs, which is about to come up. Looks like it wants to push for all-time highs. Okay. I mean, at this point, we're pretty much bullish. Like, shorting any of these sweeps is going to be kind of stupid because view op is right here. So you're literally would be shorting right into view op. Asking to get wrecked. What chart you looking at? This is the NASDAQ 1 minute chart. Bro, how do I get this bar off? I had it off. I don't know why all of a sudden it's just pissing me off. Let me see. Hold on. Let me Google this real quick. Right quick. How to get this top bar. To move, Oh, right click. Trying to get it off because this is making. Oh, taskbar settings. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Hide, 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 hide. How do I... Did I do it? No! I didn't do it. Ah, this is like... Bro. Man, like... It's just so dumb getting short off of this. Why isn't it? Let me try it one more time. This is making, like, pissing me off. Why isn't it? Literally, automatically hide the taskbar. And what do you know? The taskbar is up. Maybe I need to, where is it? Freaking Windows. I gotta take a picture of this. Bro, I don't know. What the heck? I don't even... I trade NASDAQ. That's all I trade. I don't trade no penguins. No penguins traded over here. Oh, man. The one on what? RQ? What? Pudgy penguins. Oh, what's going on? Hold on, hold up, hold up. Something's happening. Oh. Let me see. Is this a good short? Let's see. I mean, very aggressive move to the downside. I don't have the... Bro, I don't have the pudgy penguin chart. How do you find the pudgy penguin chart? I don't even have a I can't even pull up crypto on here. This is a futures. You're not allowed to trade penguins. Penguins are extinct, aren't they? Aren't they going extinct or something? How dare you trade penguins? Bro. I kind of like this, but I also don't like it. Because view op is right there. Ugh. Should I take a short? This may be a bad trade, but not gonna lie, it's kind of tempting. The fact that we kind of like took out these highs right here, aggressive move down, and we're failing to make another high. You're gonna make me miss my trade. I'll be looking at pudgy penguins and not be able to take a trade. Call up what's his name? Call up Warren. Mr. Buffett. Alright. Are we going short? About 10:30 almost. Usually we get some kind of either this is a genius trade or this is a really stupid trade. We're a lot of selling pressure over here. A lot of selling pressure here, so. Man. Also buying pressure. I need to put something. It's actually, it's not crypto. That's so stupid. Look at that. Bounced right off of. Tapped, bounced. Alright, are we gonna make these, Are we gonna make a high or are we gonna fail to make a high? And then if we can kind of close below this gap right here, although view op is right there, I mean, it's kind of a risky trade. I'll size down, but honestly, it's not looking bad. The fact that we swept these highs right here, we had an aggressive move down. Buyers are starting to try to step in. If they can't step in and we start dumping, we could easily dump down to kind of fill this gap right here. My TP would be like right there to fill that gap. Look at that. Sellers are aggressively stepping in. Damn. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Aggressiveness. All right, I'm going short. If this can close below this gap, I'm gonna go short. Not financial advice. Don't follow me, please. So far, we're respecting that gap. Very respectful. Very respectful. We're respecting it, so. I like it. I like it. Oh, my neck. What the? My back. Respectful, respectful. Is this a bull flag? Kind of looking like a bull flag. What are we gonna do? Can we hold it? Or are we dumping right back down? 20 seconds. If we can close, I'm gonna take a short. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. I'm in. Oh, bad entry. Bad entry. Stop above the highs. And then we got my TP is down here. I think we could dump. All right, let's see the magic happen. We got view up there. That's why I said it's very risky. It's bouncing off view up. This is a pretty risky trade. Because it's got to get through view up before it can dump down there. So, a little bit of a risky trade. I knew this was risky. I'm sized down. I just, this aggressive selling is what's kind of like getting me. Very aggressive selling pressure here. And if we can't hold view up, we're gonna dump right through it. Come on, sellers, step in. Don't sweep the freaking highs. You've already taken out the highs. Don't go up. What's the point? What's the point? Down, down, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Down, down, baby. Ready to love it now. Take it, take it, take it down. Take it, take it down. Take it down. Let's go. Oh, come on, man. Oh, brother. They love my stop. Come on, come on, bears. Come on, bears. Come on, bears. Sell, sell, sell. Sell it down. Push it down. Dump it. Oh, God. No. I knew it was a dumb trade to take. And I literally said before, it's going to be risky to take a trade that's about to bounce off of VWAP. Take a short. Literally right at VWAP. Come on. My only hope is the selling pressure is going to step in here. Like how it was. If not... Oh, gosh. Woo! What's going on? Oh, boy. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, boy. What's going on here? Trump, say something. Push it down, Trump. Push it down. No, no, no. Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Other way. Other way. Yes, yes. Down. Oh, let's dump it. Let's dump it. No, 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 no. You got it. You got it. Dump it. You got it. Just dump it. You got it. Woo! Emotional trading 101. We trade based off emotions. Hey, what's wrong with emotional trading? As long as your emotions don't dictate your trades, hey, there's nothing wrong with emotional trading. As long as your emotions don't dictate your trades. Look at this. Look at this. Woo! We getting emotional up in here. Let's go. Dump it. Dump it. Woo! Hold on for the ride. Cause we going down. Roller coaster. Woo! Woo! Oh crap. No, 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 no. Don't do this to me. Go down. Oh gosh. Oh crap. Oh crap. This is NQ futures. Buyers better not step in here. Oh, freaking VWAP. How do I delete VWAP off my chart so that the stock doesn't bounce right off VWAP? If it's not on my chart, maybe it won't bounce there. Oh, crap. No, no, no. My neck hurts. Oh, man. I sleep on my stomach and my freaking... Let's go, NASDAQ. I need to go to the chiropractor. Give me some money. A few dollars. Please. A little bit of hope. Give me some freaking hope. Oh, God. It's bouncing off VWAP. I don't like this. I don't like it one bit. Like, we just need to drop. This whole messing with my emotions, I don't like it. I really freaking don't like it. This whole, we're going to go up, we're going to go down. As soon as I get in, we go sideways. I'm going to sue for emotional damage. Because this is very inhumane to do this kind of crap. Like, if you're going to stop me out, stop me out. You know what I'm saying? Don't toy with me. I'm not greedy. Once I made 200, I was out. I'm the type of if I have my levels set, it's going to either hit one of my levels. I know some people don't do that, but like, I don't know. I need to follow the freaking plan. That's what I need to do. I follow the plan. We're going down. Wait for the next setup. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, I could do that taking a loss. If I take a loss, I could just wait for the next setup. But here's the problem with taking early profits. If you take early profits and it goes down to your TP, then you're kind of like, you almost revenge trade, even though you made money, because you feel like you missed out on so much profit because you didn't follow your plan. It's going to come back down today? Yeah, I just hope it doesn't take out the highs before it wants to come back down. I mean, it's already taken out see, this is why, I mean, these highs, right? We took out these highs right here, and we had aggressive sellers step in at those highs, right? Buyers started to push it up, and aggressive sellers stepped right back in. So that's kind of why I went in. It inversed this gap, this imbalance, it inversed it. And I'm thinking, like, we could at least go down, I mean, at least to fill this gap, which, I mean, it did fill the gap. Crap. Originally, that was where my take profit was going to be, was inside this gap right here. Which is exactly what they did, was they pushed it down to fill this imbalance, and then they're pushing it right back up. So the highest probability TP would have been right here, as it came down to fill this gap to take profit. But what am I going to risk this much money to make only, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have this huge of a risk to only make 23,195. Wait, 20. It could go up and then go back down. What's 195? Oh, that's, I mean, yeah, I mean, the market takes out liquidity before it goes down. I mean, it's like, it's taken out this liquidity, so that's why I'm kind of figuring, bruh. It took out this liquidity, so that's why I'm kind of figuring it's gonna, and plus, a lot of times, right, I'm sure if you traded for a while, you've noticed this. At 10:30, we usually get some bearish action at 10:30, right? Bears, let's go. Let's go. Dump it. I mean, we're probably, if we end up breaking down, we're probably going to go take out these lows. I mean, still the safest TP other than inside this gap is going to be the body lows of these candles. But it's having a hard time because that freaking view op, man. Literally, view op is right here. View op is right there. So that's why it's having such a hard time. We got view op and we got this imbalance right there. I want this to like just dump hard. I need Trump to tweet something just for a second so my TP could get hit. I used to trade before 2021. I've been out for about 4 years. I used to trade options until I moved to futures. But I know I took a break from trading before. Oh, paper trading for the last 6 months. Yeah, I would recommend like prop firms. Trade with Use a prop firm, because you can make money, and it's like paper trading, and you can actually make money from it if you get the emotional, you get that emotional aspect of trading kind of with real money, because you do have some form of risk on the table. Top 1 futures is what I said. Top 1 futures, I never heard of them. I trade with Apex. I just kind of the reason I have 10 funded accounts with Apex. So that's the reason I trade with Apex, is because you can get all those funded accounts. So I have 10 funded accounts. So you can imagine, right? You make $200. If you make $200 per 10 accounts, it's pretty decent money per day. It's easier said than done, though. But all right, come on, NASDAQ. Let's go. You know you want to go down. You know you want to go down. We're done with this bouncing sideways crap. Come to Papa. What are you paying for those? Have you already passed? Where are you? Yeah, so my funded accounts I don't have to pay for, because I passed the evaluation on my funded accounts. Got 10 funded accounts. Then you have to activate those accounts. You can either pay a monthly subscription, like a monthly fee, once you activate those funded accounts, or you can pay a lifetime fee. And what I ended up doing was paying a lifetime fee, a one-time lifetime fee, and now I have those 10 funded accounts, and I don't have to pay. I could take it easy. I don't have to pay monthly. None of that. Apex, too many crazy rules. Take Profit Trader. Yeah, you just have to. Here's the thing. You have to choose a prop firm based on your strategy, right? Apex is more of like for a scalping strategy. Their rules are set up for scalpers, kind of. Because a lot of firms, that trailing drawdown, if you're not really a scalper, that trailing drawdown can hit you hard. That's the one thing that kind of like I don't really like. And there are other firms that don't have trailing drawdowns and all this. But yeah, Apex rules do get a little crazy. You just have to follow them. That's the thing. It's like they're not hard to follow. It's not like they're like unrealistic rules. They're just a little harder than if you had, like a regular live account. There's just a little more rules. So we're kind of tapping into this imbalance right here. It's having trouble. We're actually just broke below VWAP. So it's literally right at VWAP. This red candle broke below VWAP. Now we're getting, man. Right below VWAP, we got also this pivot right here where I have marked out. Yeah, this is NASDAQ. This is NASDAQ, but this is the MNQ chart, which is the micro NQ, not the NQ features. It moves the same, but sometimes it's a little different, but different chart than NQ, but MNQ. Are you live every day? Yeah, I try to be live. I try to be live every day. I'm pretty much, I would say for like 90% of the time at Monday through Fridays, I'm live every day. And I'm live on YouTube too, but I just more live on TikTok. Appreciate the follow, thank you. Let's go, NASDAQ. All right, we gotta break through this VWAP here. We got VWAP right there. Break through the VWAP, break through the pivot. And then take out my order. Still tied to my business. Yeah, I have a business too. It's a little. It is. I mean, it's the one kind of benefit that I have is I can trade in the morning. But yeah, I do this till 11 o'clock. I go home to eat because I don't have breakfast. So I go home for lunch. and then I come back and work. I sell I buy and sell cars, so. All right, let's go. TP, here we come. Woo! Let's go. Another beautifully executed trade. Spoke too soon. You run a bread route? Like delivering bread? I actually knew a guy who owned a business. Oh, Nature's Own Wonder. Wow, that's pretty cool. I would like that kind of. I like driving. I would love a driving job. If I could drive around and be like a delivery, not UPS though. UPS is crazy. They don't got AC. They don't got nothing. Nah, that's a little too much for me. Like a regular driving job, delivering would be awesome. Oh dang, store manager for Winn-Dixie. That's a pretty good job. Oh dang. Started with a chip company 7 years and then bought territory for dang. Out there hustling. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's the cool thing about trading is you can, I mean, people think, and this is the kind of mindset that I used to have, is where like people think you need to sit on the charts all day. It's not a good idea to even sit on the charts all day. It's better just to trade in the mornings, hour and a half, take your, you know, get your setup, take your profit, walk away, and you know, and leave it on that. Bro, is this seriously gonna... No longer a store manager? And it's cool to switch up jobs too. Like, I know people who have been working... I know one guy who's been working the same job for like freaking 10 years. I don't know how you do that, but I feel like you gotta switch it up at least a little bit. What trading concepts are you trading with, ICT? I mean, I didn't learn from him. I don't even know if this is considered ICT. Here's the thing about ICT. These concepts that he like invented have been around way before him. He just kind of made it mainstream. Like, people have always known, even before ICT was around, that the market, you don't think people realize the market takes out lows, takes out highs, you know, bounces off these kind of imbalances right here. I mean, this is like, anybody can notice this kind of price action. Like, so I didn't learn it from him, but I mean, I guess some people would consider it ICT, I guess. Because all my strategy is, right, a high gets taken out, a gap gets inversed, and I look for the next like low to get taken out. But yeah, what's great about being a vendor is you're not at the same place all day. I hate that. What I don't like is being at one place and just like, this is why I like, maybe some people love it, but I absolutely hate office jobs. I like a job where you can like, where everything is like different. Every day is different. You're maybe going there, you're driving, you're doing this, you're doing that. So it keeps it interesting versus like very repetitive jobs. I don't know. I just can't do it. Some people like it though. Hey, all power to them. If that's something you like. I thought I liked that kind of job. I used to work a warehouse job. I thought that is what I liked, but turns out I worked there for 4 years and I really just, I didn't like it at all. All right, my TP really needs to get hit because, listen, come on, NQ, like, look how close it was. Like, this has got to be some kind of emotional damage. Like, really? Like, look, a tiny bit more. You couldn't just drop a little bit more, no? Of course not. You're gonna almost take out my TP, and then you're gonna run right back up. Nice. I've been short for an hour now. Yeah, dude, I hate this price action. I like to get short, and it immediately runs to my target. For the past, literally, the past 2 days, as soon as I got short, it's just been sideways. I've been short. When did I get short? I can tell you exactly when I got short. I got short, this candle closed right here. I got short at 10:30. So, almost, I've been short for almost 30 minutes already. An hour is even crazier. Because your emotions are like, man. 11:30, candle to come. Oh, is it about to be? Or 11 o'clock. Wait. 11 o'clock candle's coming up. That's the next 15-minute candle. And that's an hourly candle too, so there's going to be some movement off that hourly candle. I just hope it doesn't freaking go back up to stop me out. Like most traders, like, right, the smart thing to do would be have a stop here, like a break-even stop, because if it freaking almost took out your TP, came back, but I still want it to go lower. You're saying that's the smart thing to do, would be to have a break-even stop and get stopped out right there, but hey, I don't like to do that either. I don't like break-even stops either, because this is how I would go on tilt. Like, if it was to stop me out right now, break even, and then it was to dump, and I see it would have hit my TP, that's when I end up going on tilt and like, revenge trading to try to make back that lost opportunity that I just gave away. So that's why I kind of don't do that, because it messes with my emotions. I'm already too emotional in trading. There it is. Look, see? If it would have stopped me out, I would have been, like, going on tilt right now. Some will move a couple of pips. It goes down. Yeah. It's a perfect example of why I don't have break-even stops. Now it's like the smart thing also to kind of move my target down, because most likely if it takes out this low right here, it's going to take out these bottom lows right here. But there it is. Boom! There it is. Flatten everything. Realest shit I've ever done in a minute. Yeah, this is based off experience. Even though you're break even, man, it's like you still freaking, you gotta just understand. Like maybe some people can handle it. I can't handle it. I start to get mad of that lost opportunity. I start thinking about it and freaking, like, why did I freaking move my stop to break even? And now I just been kind of like, once I enter a trade, I understand the risk, right? I understand the risk of the trade. I understand I'm putting risk on the table. And as soon as I'm in a trade, it's either hitting TP or it's hitting my stop loss. And it's just going to hit one of those. I got to, you know. Phenomenal trade. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And why did I take this kind of trade, right? My kind of like, right? Originally in the morning, I wanted to take this long right here, this push up that I had marked, this level. I never got there wasn't an imbalance that got inversed, so I never got an entry, right? I was trying to take another entry off this, also never got an entry. There was no imbalance, kind of, even though we got a strong move up. And then this high right here, I really didn't want to take this initially, right? Why? Because we have view op right here, and it's a very hard level to get through, right? So initially, I wasn't even going to take this trade. But I see it start to sweep, and as it sweeps, you see sellers start to step in, and we have this imbalance right here. Sellers step in aggressively. So that shows me that sellers are stepping in at these highs aggressively. Sellers step in, buyers try to step back in and try to push it above. So the fact that sellers stepped in aggressively, buyers tried to push it back up, failed to make a new high, sellers again stepped in super aggressively, I got in as this imbalance got inversed, right? So we had this high get taken out, balance got inversed, and I took a short for the next liquidity, right? Because it's already swept this, inversed this, right? There's a high probability that it could have bounced. I knew that. It could have bounced off this imbalance, which it did. But then they failed to push it higher and kind of like... And the reason I didn't have my TP here, because I'm not about to risk all this money to just make like 10 points. So these lows right here are the next area of probability for these lows to get taken out, in which exactly was happening. Oh, you hit your TP too? Yeah. What a great start to a day, right? This is an amazing start to a day. It's been a good, you know. It's a good morning. It feels good when your TP gets hit. This is why you just got to stick to your plan. Like I said before, a perfect example why I don't put break-even stops like other people do. This would have put me on tilt right now. But yeah. Hopefully I can keep this. So far, past 2 days have been pretty good. Pretty good trades. I gotta always make sure I always cancel all my orders, because the last thing I want to do is not even realize I have like a order in the books. Ugh. Appreciate the follow. So now it's kind of like, I'm pretty much done. I mean, it's 11 o'clock. Typically at 11, it kind of gets pretty slow. Like price action typically starts to like kind of like die off around 11 o'clock. So, but we have, right now that we've like, I have these levels marked out, right? So we took out these highs. Right? We tried to take out these lows. We kind of did. I mean, we had a pretty big move up. Now we're breaking through these lows. Next area I have marked out is this area right here. This low right here is pretty much, as you can see, the next area of where I think it could bounce off of. I think it's going to push down, try to take out this low. Or we have pre-market. This level right below it is pre-market. So it could fairly easily drop down to pre-market before it goes right back up. And this is why it's like, you want to not just like take random trades. You want to take trades based off of confirmation, right? If it takes out a level and then you see buyers start to aggressively, right? It took out a level, sellers aggressively stepped in. I could see that on the chart. The sellers are aggressively stepping in. Gives me a confirmation that we kind of want to go down. There's a higher likelihood. And we're at a high, so. Appreciate the follow. AMD. I don't trade stocks. I used to trade options until I switched to futures. The thing I don't like about options is they're it's the same day. What's it called? I used to trade same day expirations, and like the time decay on those expirations is freaking crazy. Like if you get caught in sideways action, you end up losing money, even though you potentially would have made money if you were trading futures. But on options, you lost money because of time decay. But I know you can kind of. You don't have to trade same-day expirations. You can trade next week expirations and all that, but when I found out about futures, I just kind of like started trading it, trying it, and never went back to options. Not that I would never go back. Maybe I would go back if I had to, but... How do you get a better drawdown? What do you mean by better drawdown? Talking about prop firms, or your drawdown is based on your account size, or how much, like, or for prop firms, how much drawdown you have on the account. That's how I base it off of. Like, for example, like the way I base drawdown on my funded accounts is I kind of know my strategy, right? Based off of you trading it day after day after day after day. I typically know that it's very rare for me to take more than like 3 losers in a row. That's like pretty rare. So based off of that data, I can kind of like base my risk off of that. So when I'm trying to get funded, you can be more aggressive, and then once I actually get funded in a funded account, I pull it back with the risk. I allow myself, maybe like 7 losing trades before I blow my account. And just to keep it so I don't I don't want to blow accounts. That's the thing. Where should I position a buy? I mean, there's like thousands of different strategies out there, and there's so many strategies out there. That's the thing. It's like, that's why you hear like a bunch of influencers and traders and all this. You hear one trader saying, like, today's price action was freaking garbage. Like, how did anybody trade today? And you hear another person go, today was amazing price action, right? Because there are people that trade breakouts. There are people that trade reversals. There are people who trade, so it's like, you just gotta figure out based on your psychology what works for you and just stick to that strategy. And yeah, I just kind of like, I have my strategy and I stick to it. If I see a trade, I enter. If I don't see a trade, I just stay out of it. Strategies are all garbage if you don't follow the core influences of market movement. I mean, yeah, the market moves based off of imbalances and lows and highs. I mean, it literally takes out lows and highs because the market needs orders to move. I mean, it's like, if you've ever even seen, if you know what bookmap is, yeah, I'm entirely wrong. It's not even, look at this. It's not, how is it even, you see it time and time again, right? You have a high right here. You have a high. What did the market do? It took out this high and then it moved right back down. You have a low right here. What did the market do? It tapped right into this low and moved right back up. I mean, it's literally, you see it time and time again. And what does it move off of? Also imbalances. What did the market do? It pulled back into this imbalance, tapped into it. You have a high right here, bounced off it, and moved right back up. I mean, it's like you see it time, this low, taken out, moves back up. I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's kind of like common sense if you just look at the charts and you see how a market moves. I mean, it's literally takes, just like anything in the market, you need orders in order to be able to, right? Especially people that trade large size, they can't just get in like I get in. They need to be able to get in at certain areas where they can fill their huge orders at. And that's why if you've ever had bookmap or level 2, right? What usually happens? If you look at bookmap or a level 2, you see a huge order get flashed on the market. For example, a lot of times you see a massive level of orders sitting at one spot, a huge level of orders. And what does market like to do? It likes to push toward those orders and fill those orders. Why does it do that? I mean, it's not the charts that tell you the direction. It's everything you're not looking at that causes it. No, that's not true, because the charts is literal price action. Look, I'll explain to you. For example, this trade that I took, right? If you have these highs right here, and these are highs because it made a high and it dumped right back down. You have these like highs right here, right? How do you read the chart? You can literally read the chart, what happens to price. If you stare at the candles and you pay attention to what the candles are doing. Look, it took out the high, and what happened when it took out the high? Sellers aggressively started stepping in, right? Obviously, you could see based off the candles, we had large selling pressure. What ended up happening? It tapped into this imbalance, and then buyers started to try to push it back up, failed to do so, and look at this candle. You see from this candle alone how aggressive the buyers tried to step in. They failed to make a high, and then sellers again aggressively stepped in. Look how many times buyers push it up, sellers aggressively push it down. Buyers push it up, sellers aggressively push it down. It's literally a battle between buyers and sellers. You have more buying pressure, it will go up. You have more selling pressure, it will go down. And also, why when highs get taken out, why does it rip? Right? The people that are short, if you're short at an area, in order to cover your short, what do you have to do? You have to buy back in. So you have shorts covering, buying back in, and you have buyers that are stepping in, and you have so much buying pressure that it'll shoot up. I mean, I don't even think this is like, it's literally, you look at the chart and you see how price moves. It's literally supply and demand. It's how anything in life works. It's how you go to the grocery, anywhere you go, it's supply and demand. If there's a low supply, even in the grocery store, prices are gonna go skyrocketing. This is funny. In historical view, tell me what's going to do next without watching the chart. I mean, I have to watch the chart. What do you mean? You have hedge funds that watch the chart. The chart is literal historical data. This is literally history right here. Nobody knows what is going to happen next. This is all, right? This is all just, you're making your trades based off of price action. There is no such thing as I take a trade and I know exactly where price is gonna go. You take trades based off of probability, right? Why are you taking a trade? Because there's a higher probability that it's gonna go up than down, so you take a long. There are certain levels that if you take trades based off of those levels, there is a higher probability it's gonna go down. For example, you have the 200, right? You have the 200 EMA right here. I don't trade off of it, but if we're at, right, there's a high probability we're gonna bounce off of it, right? Bounce off of it. I mean, it happens, right? Reject off of it. I don't trade off of it, but it's a good, look, we pushed up right to it and we rejected, right? We pushed up to it, we bounced around, we rejected, and look, we're rejecting off of it. It's just like, I mean, that's all trading is. It's all trading is you look at the chart, you have a strategy. That's why you can have that. This is why this trading thing, you have one person that makes money and you have one person that loses money. Why? Because, right, for example, somebody could have had a different setup here. Maybe his setup, he lost money. He got stopped out on his setup. Maybe next time he'll make money and then I'll be the one to get stopped out. My trade doesn't work that time. In the actual market, what people don't understand is when in the actual market, right, live orders, if you have a live account, in order for someone to make money, someone has to lose money. Money doesn't just come out of nowhere. Money in the market gets transferred. So if I was to make money in the live market, I would be taking that money from somebody else. This isn't just like free money floating around. Like, that means somebody else took a trade, lost money, and then I took that money. It's literally, money is always being transferred from person to person based off of their trading. So, I don't know. It's, bro, how am I a fraud when I don't sell anything? I'm literally just trading live. In order for you to be a fraud, you have to take something from someone. I'm not even asking for anything. Bro, this has got to be a bot trying to if you're trying to piss me off, I don't get pissed off too easily. I find it amusing. Appreciate the follow. Longs now? No, there's like literally no like yes, it's going up, but like what's a higher probability up here? I mean, we have this imbalance, like I said before, right? We have this imbalance. At this area, I'm not going to take a trade, but like, look at it. What's more likely to happen? Can it push up? Yes. If it rejects off of, if it fills this and rejects, we're going down. I mean, it's, if it closes above, I mean, we could push up. It's just probabilities. It's like, here, I don't really have a trade to take off of. So there, I know people that literally trade this right here. This, right? ICT traders, whatever. People are probably trading off this right here. They're trying to get a rejection off of this imbalance, right? They have their order right here in the middle of this imbalance, and they're trying to go short, which this isn't a bad short, to be honest with you. It's just not my strategy. If I trade a million different strategies, I'll never be consistent. I'll always be somebody just trying to go from one strategy to another. And you never become good at anything. You just kind of like always going from one thing to another. If you're making money, you don't need to sell anything. Hey, yeah, it's downtrend is strong. Yeah, and we're right below, we're bearish right now. I mean, let me look at my other chart. Where's VWAP? I wish I can put VWAP on this chart. Yeah, VWAP is right here. VWAP is in this area. We got the 200. There is literally, I can guarantee you, there is somebody here that went short and then is about to take profit for 10 points. There are scalpers out there that take profit for 10 points. Is this a bad strategy? It works. Look, it's not a bad strategy. I mean, if somebody backtested something and knows it works. That's the beautiful thing about trading, is there's so many different strategies out there. One person makes money, the other person loses money. The next day, the other person makes money and he loses money. Nobody's strategy is 100%, so. Oh, talking about them, what they were saying? Yeah, I think some people just like, it is funny. I've had, some people just like to try to start stuff. Which I find it amusing. Like, okay, price is coming up. I mean, you just, as we get to this area right here, see, we're failing to break lower. We're pushing up. At this point, right, there's a higher probability we are going to go down right now. That's not to say it's going to go down for sure. But probability-wise, there is a higher probability we will go down than up in this area right here. Why? I mean, we got VWAP right there. It's literally tapping VWAP. This line lines up perfectly with VWAP that I have. So it's literally tapping VWAP, and we got the 200, and we're bearish overall right now. So obviously you are going to have a lot of sellers try to step in at this kind of level. And there are people that they scalp 10 points, right? They would have got short right there, and they would have tried to scalp 10 points. It's not something I do, but I don't like tight stop losses. I like to let the price move, like breathe. Swept 1 hour lows, no reverse. Did it really sweep 1 hour lows? I didn't even notice. I mean, it didn't really sweep. Like, if I was looking for a sweep of like a 1 hour, I would look like these levels that I have marked out. I like for major, like, that's what I really like is like these 15-minute. The fact that we we tapped in and we had a massive move up. I know that this area right here is a lot of buyers stepping in at these kind of areas. So what I want to do is price to tap in and show that a lot of buyers are stepping in, and then I take a quick scalp, right? I don't need to take, you know, a crazy big move. That's the thing about trading also. You don't need a crazy move to make money. You just need small profits that are consistent. There are people who trade with a negative risk to reward. I mean, even me, I sometimes have a negative risk to reward. But I'm not trading off of like necessarily needing to make a 1 to 2 or whatever. Like, I trade based off of where I think the highest probability the price is gonna go from the area that I buy in or sell. What am I trading on? I'm trading, this is Ninja Trader. So I have Ninja Trader and I trade with prop firms. Right now I have Apex. I have 10 funded accounts and I have 4 evaluation accounts that I'm kind of trading because my funded accounts, I take a very specific trade on my funded accounts that happens like once a week. So for me to not be impatient, I kind of take these other 4 accounts that I have, I take like quick sweeps off of. Okay, let's see what's going on now. Let's see what... Right? So remember what I said. It's literally how price moves. This area right here, I said, there's a higher probability that we're going to go down than we are going to continue going up. It's just levels where you know that a lot of sellers are going to step in. Boom. You literally hit this level. It failed to kind of like close back above, and then sellers stepped in aggressively. I mean, look at that. You have one candle that engulfs 1, 2, 3, 4. You have one candle that just took out 4 green candles. So you have a lot of sellers trying to step in right here. I don't know. Honestly, I just like to like... It is pretty interesting reading price action. And when you can like stare at the charts... Here's the mistake. Here's a mistake I was making. Before I kind of started going live, the one big mistake that I was always making is I would wait for my setup, and what I would do is I would be on my phone, right? I would just sit there and just like maybe scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through social media while I wait for a setup. And the best thing to do is actually look at the charts. Because when you look at the charts and you notice areas and you can kind of, you don't even have to take trades like this right here, right? I didn't take a trade, but I can look at it and kind of predict like, okay, I think price is most likely going to reject off of this area right here. And then when you see price rejects off of it, and then you, over time, you begin to like, you get better and better and better at reading price action just based off of you staring at the charts for long enough. It is pretty interesting the way price moves. I mean, it's like, the way price like fills these kind of imbalances, then rejects off of it, right? And then you have areas where it sweeps a high, you have an imbalance right here, right? It tried to bounce off of this imbalance, failed to do, closed below it, failed to make a new high, it started dumping. Like, about to inverse? Yeah, I mean, it's if it inverses it, let me see. Am I on the 1 minute? Yeah, I am. Okay. Like, look how it respects these. I mean, I know people like say, oh, ICT, I see. Like, bro, it really respects these kind of areas. Hold on. No, I'm marking out the wrong thing. Shoot. I was like wondering, like, here's the imbalance. And you can see, look at this. I mean, it's having trouble breaking above it. And like most likely, what is the highest, if it does close above this imbalance, what's the next most likely possibility? If it closes above this imbalance, it'll probably at least go for these highs right here. At least. Now, obviously, it's not 100%. Nothing is 100%. It's just I'm kind of going based off of what's most likely to happen, in my opinion. So let's see, I want to kind of see what happens. So, appreciate the follow. Key point though, every coin has different patterns. Talking about, well, I don't trade crypto. This isn't, this is futures. But yeah, it applies to crypto. It applies to futures. Everything does have different patterns. But price typically, like, it's supply and demand. Price is going to move the way price is going to move. You have buyers and sellers. No matter if it's crypto, no matter if it's futures, options, whatever, Forex, right? Price is going to move. If you have a lot of buyers stepping in at one area, price is going to go up. Buyers buying at a lot of buyers stepping in, price is going to go up. A lot of sellers stepping in certain areas, price is going to go down. That's just like, and the only thing that kind of like is news. News events can kind of like, a massive news event can just make it go crazy. Or right, you have like FOMC where Jerome Powell starts talking. Price just starts going crazy. You have a lot of volatility, a lot of people maybe probably selling, buying, so many buying and selling going on that price just starts to go insane. And I don't know, like there's, you know, is there like an algorithm that moves the market? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe there isn't like an algorithm that kind of like is attracted to different levels. I mean, it like, I do see it happen. I see levels where there's a lot of there's a lot of orders sitting at, and a lot of times price moves up to those areas to try to fill those orders. Is it an algorithm or is it just people buying into those areas? I don't know. But it does happen often. What chart and time frame is this? This is the 1 minute chart, but I like to mark out my levels on the 15-minute chart. Like if I was to take like, see how I have these kind of like this 15-minute level marked out. What the heck is this? Oh, I accidentally moved it. It's supposed to be right here. This kind of like 15-minute marked out. Not to say I don't scalp. Like I took a scalp off of a 1 minute, right? And I said this was a high risk. This is a little higher risk, but I like the way sellers were stepping in. We had this kind of like internal high, kind of like starting to get taken out, and sellers aggressively started to come in. And I knew at 10:30 usually we get some kind of like bearishness a lot of times at 10:30. I don't know why this happens so often, and I'm sure you've noticed this too if you've been staring at the charts for long enough. For some reason around 10 o'clock, a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times we usually get some bullish action at 10 o'clock. Look at this. 10 o'clock hit, we got bullish action. And then around 10:30, we usually get some form of a reversal at 10:30. Look at this. 10:30, we got a reversal. I don't know why that happens so often, but it does. And that was a kind of another confluence. It was around 10:30, and I knew based off of like history, we usually get a reversal. So that was another thing that kind of like, look at this. We're failing to break above it. If we fail to break above it and we go back down to these lows, it could either continue going lower or take out these lows and try to make another move up. And that's just all based off of how many buyers are going to start stepping in at different levels. But yeah, I mean, that's that. I don't think I'm going to take any more trades anymore. I mean, this is like first day paper trading yesterday using support and resistance zones would have made 435. Yeah, support and resistance works too. That's another why. And you look at this. Why does support and resistance work? Right? An example. For example, right here. Right? What is the general rule? Old support can turn into new resistance. Like, why also did price reject off of this area? Well, we had a resistance right here. You had a lot of people, right? You have a lot of orders. We had a big move from this area. And then price is going to try to come up. This now is going to act, right? Old support, this was support at one point. Now it broke through, and this old support now can act as a resistance. So it moved back up. Now this old support acted as resistance, and we started to move back down. I mean, it's just how, based off of, you're going to have a lot of people stepping in at these kind of levels. But yeah, I mean, the important thing is to follow your strategy. And not to have, like, if you want to have different kinds of strategies, with a prop firm, trade different accounts. Like, when you have like 4 different strategies you trade on one account, your account's just going to be all over the place. Because one strategy is going to be doing good one day, and then another strategy is going to be doing bad one day, and you're just going to be kind of like, you're not going to really be progressing at all. Appreciate the follow. But yeah, I find it pretty interesting. Okay, look at this. Remember what I said. If price moves, we closed above. Look at this. So we actually did close above this gap. And what did I say earlier? If you saw what I said earlier, if we close above this gap, what is the most likely thing that's going to happen? Is price is going to move toward these highs and try to take out these highs right here. Is price going to take out those highs? Yes, it is. Look at the aggressive. As soon as price closed above, look at the aggressive buying pressure that stepped in for these highs. And what's most likely going to happen? It's going to go for at least these highs. Not 100% chance, but a higher likelihood than going down. Yeah, this NQ. So make different accounts. When I say different accounts, I'm talking about like prop firms. Thank you for the rose. I'm talking about different prop firms. Because, like, for example, Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts. And that's for the longest time, that's where I was screwing up on, right? For the longest time, I was screwing up on, I was having one account and I was trading multiple things on one account. And it kind of, like, took me into pretty bad drawdown. And so, like, now I realize if I want to trade one strategy on one account, if I want to trade something else, a little bit different of a strategy, I need to get different accounts to try to do that. Right? And what he said before, support and resistance levels. I mean, look at this. Right? This was a resistance level. It broke through the resistance. Now, old resistance is now turning into new support. Now there's a high likelihood, right? It can bounce off this resistance before it continues going up. It pushed up. More sellers started stepping in. As it pushes back down, more buyers are going to start stepping in again because it's at this resistance level. And now look at this. It's going to go for this high at least, probably. It may bounce around a little bit, but I think it's going to take out that high, at least. But yeah, not financial advice. Don't follow me. That's that. What time is it? Oh, dang, it's 10. It's 11:30. Yeah, no problem, no problem. What time frames do I like to trade? I look at the 15-minute chart typically, right? So I kind of like to get my levels off the 15-minute chart. So like, for example, like, I have certain levels marked out on the 15-minute chart. That's not to say I won't take trades off of like a 1-minute chart. It's a more risky off a 1-minute chart, right? But typically, I like to mark out my levels on a 15-minute chart and then move to a 1-minute chart and just look at price action and what it's trying to do. And then, like, if there's certain, like, see, like this right here, this is like 1-minute price action, right? It swept this low, and then, like, for example, there's no gap right here, but let's just say hypothetically there was a gap right here. If price aggressively moved down, created like a gap in the market, like kind of like this gap like this, I would have took this trade for sure, because we took out this low where we aggressively buyers started stepping in, and I know if it closes above this gap, it can most likely move to at least like these highs right here. I know there's no gap here, but that's just hypothetical. That's kind of like, but it is a lower probability because it's a 1-minute versus like a 15-minute level is higher probability level. I hope my computer doesn't break. My computer is like, my fans are running at like full speed. And see, exactly what I predicted earlier. Look at this imbalance, right? It respected it, right? And then I said, once it breaks above it, now this isn't 100% of the time, but we closed above it, and I said, if we close above it, Most likely, we're going to go for these highs, at least for these highs. And what are we doing? Now we went for these highs. Can it continue going up? Yes. Can it reject off of here now and go down aggressively? Yes. I mean, you never know. That's the thing about trading. But yeah. Oh. Now we can go up to try to maybe take these now. I mean, we're above. I mean, we're at this point in this area of the chart, we're pretty bullish. Like, it would not really be smart trying to take a short off of this. You can't see it on this chart. But like, we have view op right below. This is the 200. This gold line is the 200. We have view op right below it, so it's broken view op. It's broken the 200. I mean, it's pretty bullish right now. Overall. But that's that. All right, I'm probably gonna hop off here soon. I'll be back tomorrow again. If you want to stop by, have some fun, take some trades, and watch price action. I find it fun watching price action. Even if I don't trade, I find it very interesting to just kind of like sit here and try to predict price action and try to predict, like, based off of probabilities where you think price is going to go, based off of where it is at certain points on the chart. Now, there are certain points you have no idea because it's like in the middle of just random. But there are levels where you can predict probability of more likely going one way than another way. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. So, all right. I'm gonna hop off. I've been live for 2 hours already. I don't even eat breakfast. I gotta go eat lunch now. I'll be back tomorrow if you want to stop by. I'll be here. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.